Hello, hello. I forgot to connect my headphones. I always forget to do that. I have been listening to way too much of these diss tracks from Kendrick, and Metro, and BBL Drizzy because they're so good. Okay. Bam. 40. How's the audio? Let me test it. Can't believe they're outsourcing diss tracks. Brilliant move. And did I forget the controller? I forgot the controller. I hope it works. There's the game. That's loud. Put it down. Lighting brighter. It's better. Crazy bright in my face though. I don't know how people deal with this. Alright, let me save more time. Exit the game. Because I want controller support. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this down. Nobody cares if my face is at 60 frames a second. Check this off. I'll play. I forgot to minimize this now. Need my chat window open at least. Okay, there we go. I'll put that down there. There. That's actually a much better idea. Okay. Time to continue. It's on Telos. I got to the surface of the planet. Here's my controller working. It says modded because I'm using the restored content mod. So I hope that means I can still get achievements. What else? Okay, so delete. Save. There we go. Bam. Okay. So down on this planet, there's a new guy right here. He told me I'm a general in the previous war, which was not the Jedi. No, it's the Mandalorian War.
General? Need something?
Really? You don't have to call me General.
Sorry. Guess I can't get my head out of the past.
What have you been doing since the war ended?
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
During my exile, I did the same thing.
Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
Only too well. Couldn't handle the truth, huh? We must face our fears to become stronger.
Mostly, I was angry. Angry about what I had done, about why I had done it. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
Oh, he can really sound angry. I think taking on Zerka single-handed might be a little out of your league.
All I wanted to do was send a message, but I couldn't even do that right. That's the past, though. It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
What's your opinion on that? How'd you lose your arm anyway?
I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one. I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right?
Malachor.
Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
Oh, we can get out of here. What about you, Atten?
Something up? Alright.
Okay, he's got nothing. I think I don't have anything new. You are focused on melee. So. And
Let's go.
as a kid, I used to always make him ranged, but I didn't realize he has high strength, so he's actually good in melee. Boom, boom, boom. Power attack.
Get this over with.
There's a shield to stop the corrosive atmosphere from killing us. Mines. Do I have anyone?
What's going on?
Just say the word.
Can you get them? Let's see.
Hidden caches. We should be on the lookout for more of these. They could come in handy.
What's going on?
Just say the word.
Perfect. Free mines then. I kind of want to do something like this for my campaign. The last thing that happened. What are they doing now? The hard part about a monthly game is remembering everything.
Mercenaries, right where we need to go. That sentry droid probably spotted us already.
Great.
They were probably looking for me when they saw your shuttle go down.
We could try handing the Zabrak over. You know, bargaining chip?
Who do you think shot you down in the first place?
Good point. Forget I said anything.
I like making a little battle skirt. I'm not really sure. And do some force lightning. I do like using a controller, but it's just harder selecting all your stuff. I grew up playing this on a controller. It's kind of a habit. It appeared to be code locked. You can't use it. Yep. Remains. Droid upgrade slot.
Another sentry droid. The mercenaries must be using them to locate us. There's probably another patrol nearby.
Well, that's the strongest thing to droids anyway. Not gonna attack? A little late, Evan. Have to go through this. Okay. I'll leave him now. And then you can recover this.
Just carry the word.
Perfect. 2 to heal. Oh, too low on horsepower to heal. Canox. It's very loud. Okay, how about heal? Barely, but I'll take it. Train your force. Saved. Powers. This power allows a Jedi to draw force energy from a single opponent to him or herself. The targeted opponent loses 10 force points, or half the amount if they make a will save against a DC of 5 plus the attacker's level, plus the attacker's wisdom and charisma modifiers. My charisma is +2 and wisdom +1, so 3. What level am I? Level 10, so 13. 18 is what they have to beat. Let's be at 18. Right? I forgot how you see the combat log. It's kind of long though. Skills, powers, feats. Okay, it's loud.
It's over with.
Nice, he hit everything. Oh, they ate somebody. Advanced combat system. Iron Charger Mark III. Weapons. Chani battle armor. Okay, that's everything. How do you see the combat log? No, is it a journal? Planet. Name, title. Here we go. Dialogue, feedback, combat. Flurry, hit 21 versus 19, defense 19. So it's just called a defense roll. I've only read 3rd edition, and this is. Oh, wow! It's been a month already. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, man. How you doing, Baker? I feel like it wasn't that long ago. But hello, I'm back on this game. Cause once I start, I can't stop. Like, I love Cyberpunk, but this game, it's Star Wars. Star Wars is my my #1 fandom, I guess. That's empty. Which they do, don't they? But I appreciate all the subs you're giving out to people too. Like, that's great. It led to my first payout too, which is nice.
I always feel a sense of calm when I walk the
I love this
surface
guy,
of
though.
Telos. The Ithorians are truly amazing in their work.
Amazing at wasting the Republic's credits, maybe. But now that you mention it, I think I feel it too. Like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders.
Quiet. There's a large mercenary patrol up ahead. If we move carefully along the perimeter, we may be able to get by without their spotting us. We could cross along the shore, or head along the cliffs to the south.
Let's take them all out.
Bold. All right. Let's do it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Have you read it before? Oh, well, come back whenever, if you want. I'm gonna start that show after I finish X-Men. Like the new X-Men '97 is very much about its politics, which is nice. Several times. That's a big one.
Say the word.
That's what I want to see. Combat pod. Flurry. Base 10 plus Dex mod. That's not it. Oh, I regain force points. Look at that. Okay. I just gain a lot less. Oh, no. Yeah, whenever you're, if I'm gonna be going until I think Mula starts to stream. She said maybe 10:30 she'll get on, so. But I'll definitely be around, especially if Corbin's up for talking later, because I would love to talk to them about it.
More where that came from.
Barbaro sword. I can't do anything with that. I need medpack. Nope. Ooh,
What's going on?
needs to heal too. I
hear
didn't
you.
tell you to do that. Aggressive Jedi support. Let's go with aggressive.
Yeah.
You can be aggressive.
I hear you.
You'll be ranged.
Let's go.
Okay. That should be enough. I think they all look like ranged people, but it's a lot, so I'm gonna save. Because I don't feel safe to do that. Here's an energy shield. I think the mining shield's enough. You don't have an energy shield. Okay.
I hear you.
And we'll take a good battle stimulant or Star Wars meth. And force speed. Nice. Force speed and flurry is just amazing together. Okay, let's get a power attack. Yeah, I still prefer flurry. He's throwing grenades at him. Okay.
Take them down. Let's settle it.
Boom, 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 I'm o- I really wish the remake was happening still. These games are some of my favorite games ever. That's Republic 1 and 2. Especially 2. Like, I would love for them to just retcon the MMO and say, you know what, here's KOTOR 3. Or a new series based in the same setting. Or even actually just getting to experience the Mandalorian Wars would be cool. Or the Jedi Civil War. Oh man. There's so many major events I love in this time period. There's another cache of weapons.
Yeah?
What's
The
here?
mercenaries have at least 2 hidden caches like this. We should keep our eyes open.
This is the second one, isn't it? There's me 2 more. A bowcaster though. Okay, I gotta see how much damage that does. You need it. A Wookiee bowcaster. Crits on a 19. I don't know what this means though. In 3rd edition, does that mean it's 3 times the damage? 3 dice? Oh, Faker, you played Pathfinder 3rd edition. You probably know what it means. Cause I've played 5th edition. I've only read bits of 3rd. I don't even know if I read enough of it. Really, not enough to internalize the rules. I definitely don't remember the critical resolution. In 5th edition, you just roll an extra die of whatever your weapon is or the damage that was. So if it's like a D10 for a firebolt, then you roll 2d10. But it doesn't. There's never an instance where it says times 3. So I'm imagining you just multiply the damage you roll times 3. 2. What is that? What is this? Nice.
Looks like a minefield up ahead. We can try and pick our way through, or take some time to disarm some and clear a path.
We're gonna clear a path.
Yeah?
That's free mines. Oh god, they have. Let me say, there's turrets there. That's the problem. Will they target me? Yeah, they will. Hold on.
Just say the word.
Will they continue if I press it? I'm fine with you. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Fine.
Take long.
It's so annoying. Let me make it. Come back here. We'll go solo. You don't have a stealth field generator either.
What's going on?
Just say the word.
you... Nice. Is that why? Aggressive. Stationary, there. Oh, I'm not gonna reload for that one. Stationary. Get back. You get back too. Just turn on the shield. We'll be fine. You can walk around here. Whatever, you deal with that.
Let's go.
I think he's better, actually. I forget. Okay. Demolitions 15. 11. No. No. Also 15. Yeah, the same thing. Exciting. Circa excavation site. Where are they excavating? There's a battle droid up there. The sentry droid.
Spotted
Time
again.
to take you down to size. Needs more mercenaries.
You kind of waited a little long to tell me. My droids will not fail me. Destroy my warbots. You know what? Everyone get back.
I hear you.
Come on, walk.
I hear you. More where that came from. I hear you. Just say the word.
Let's go.
I hear you.
How do I target?
Let's settle this.
I want to walk into that and blow us all up. And let's go. What do you want? Skills. Security first. Awareness just seems kind of useless. I want to get him treat injury, because treat injury is always useful. It still costs me 2 points to level up. Let's get that up. Stealth is almost never useful in these games. In this or the first one, so I save them. Accept.
Yeah?
And recover some health and force power. Okay, there's no other way. Why are you back there?
Yeah? There's the landing pad. There should be a computer terminal I can access from there. Looks like we're gonna have to find our way there, though.
Why do you say that?
What do we have here? The Jedi. Saves us the trouble of looking for you. Corin Fault did say you were dangerous. Maybe he does know what he's talking about.
Mercenary, so I pay you and stay out of my way.
Why would I do that? When I can just as easily take them from your corpse.
Alright.
Fault hired me to keep everyone out of the restoration zone. You in particular.
You've done a miserable job of it so far.
We'll see. You may have caught a few of my boys off guard, but let's see how you fight now, Jedi. Attack!
Attack. Okay. We'll take the stragglers first. You will help with those.
I hear you.
I said force lightning. Hoping it would arc and hit multiple. There we go. Treat injury first, persuade, and computer use. Eventually you're left alone. That just sucks. +2 and then plus straight, yeah, to saving throws. That's too useful. Powers. Determination. Shicho lightsaber form. Well, I don't have a lightsaber. That's too high right now. Choke is nice. Drain life. Oh, that's what I want. Boador. I feel like he's gonna die if he stays there. Need your energy shield and a med pack. Gives them a minute to heal up a bit. This is too many enemies. Why is there a Sith warband here?
Hopefully I'll be able to access the shield network from this console. Good, it's functional, and my passcodes still work. Now let's find your ship.
Let's find your ship. The TFS said the Ebon Hawk wasn't at any sanctioned landing site. What makes you think you can find it?
The TSF probably thinks the ship was put down in the wastes, but they don't know the planet as well as I do. Telos' atmosphere has been turned into acidic vapor. Landing a ship in the wastes would be like sealing it in a hangar full of hungry Minox.
I'd say there's probably an illegal landing site somewhere then.
So that means there's probably an unsanctioned landing site somewhere on the planet. Still shielded, but not a restoration zone or other listed facility. That's why I need access to the shield network. Here, a small anomaly in the shield network's power grid. I'm not surprised the TSF didn't spot this. It's subtle, more like an error or random flux than anything suspicious.
What is it?
It looks like power is being drawn to generate a shield over a small area in the polar region, but nothing should be down there. Orbital cameras show nothing, just an empty mesa.
How are we going to get to the polar region?
That's a little tougher. According to the computer, a shuttle is currently docked inside the research facility. At least there was at last report, though that was months ago.
So we don't know that the shuttle will still be there or working.
I don't, but that's not going to stop me. I'm getting back to Citadel if I have to build a new ship myself.
That's decided then. We should get going.
There's one other small problem. Recently, Zerka teams that were sent into the military facility have not been coming out. But it's not as though we have any choice.
Let's go. That gave him time to heal. There's still 4 people there. 2 of them have shields. But I have a bonus right now. So... let me flurry my way. Yeah, too perfect. Destroying me. There we go.
Just say the word.
Perfect. Can you heal everybody or no? You do. Nice. Okay, an energy shield. Is there anything else here? The old military base. I always fall for that. I played this game a million times and I always fall for that.
What's going on? This won't take... This arm of mine isn't just for show, General. Stand back.
Just punches his shield.
The Zerka mercenaries were a little surprised when I broke my way out of my holding cell. The shields there were even weaker than these. After you.
His ability to break barrier shields with his repulsor fist. That's a lot of turrets. There's poison there. I bet I could disable them right there. Any more? Remains. Yep. Okay, just disabled them right now. Components.
I hear you.
Let's go.
Just say the word.
Why did you walk that way?
What's going on?
Droid Ion Striker. Inertial inhibitor. What is that? Two reflexes, 1 defense, 1 dexterity. 2 to all saves and 2 strength. That's gotta be the one he takes. Okay. Ebon Hawk stolen.
Time to even the odds.
Nice.
Get this over with.
I like how they just stood there. I know you're on aggressive. They're very small. Administrative ID card, metal case. 51 minutes. Come over here. Don't walk through the center. Inhale poison. Yeah, this place is filled with droids.
Just say the word.
Okay.
Let's go.
Say the word.
That's why I usually bring Kreia, because 2 force users are just way too powerful. The tabletop version of this was also ridiculous. If you were anything but a Jedi, you're just completely outclassed. Which is what I didn't like about it. What I like about the current Star Wars RPG system.
Yeah?
It's not perfect, but it's way better. Oh, you can still hurt a Jedi, too. There's a turret there. These guys need to heal too.
I hear you.
Yeah?
Why are you using that?
More where that came from. More where that came from. Let's settle this.
Perfect. Why is there poison everywhere? Okay, lab station. What can I make? Med packs? I could use a med pack. Bio antidote system. Immunity to poison. 1 constitution. Strength D. Constitution 1, strength 1. I'm at even numbers right now, so that's kind of pointless. Stimulants, though. Attack 2, damage 2. Battle, adrenal. Con 4. Oh, that's pretty good. Mines. Who cares about mines? This is what I need. Okay, that's almost everything already. I can upgrade stuff. My armor. Immunity 10 versus Sonic. Who cares? Incompatible with this item. Fine. Cold fire, cold fire. 1. Okay, it's not bad. Oh, this is much better. Now I want that other thing. How about his? Nope. Actually, I should check my weapons first. Sif War Sword. 3 to 17. Though most favor some, Sif prefer more visceral feel of metal cutting flesh. I think this is a dual-bladed weapon, right? Do I have the feat for this? Yeah, 2 weapon fighting. Why am I using 1? This feat reduces the penalty of a character wielding a double-bladed weapon or 2 weapons. Okay, so I can use that. Sif War Blade. Sif War Sword. Bam. Oh, but the Trandoshan Sword gets that extra thing. It's not upgradable, though. 3 to 17, 5 to 16. It has a higher base damage, though. It's got the edge and grip. Oh, that's why. Can I remove it from here? Melee. None. Nope. -1. -2. That's it. How about you? Just that one. Or break down items. Oh, I could always use computer spikes too. 12. I only have 1. There. Why does it move the camera up? Okay. I don't want this one. No, my Trandoshan Sword. Oh, it's not upgradable, right? So, my Vibro Cutter. I can't. Attack +3, defense -2. Damage +2, though. Bonus +1 energy. I don't want that. massive criticals. Increasing damage or possibly creating other effects. Ugh. I think this is for this guy, right? That's unequipped. Oh yeah, the bowcaster. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of droids here. Let's go with that one. Armor.
Just say the word.
What's going on?
There's like a big droid here. I don't know how deadly it is though. A simple force lightning could probably kill it.
There she is, one orbital shuttle. Looks like it's in serviceable condition. That's all a moot point, though.
Why is
The
that?
hangar bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle through solid metal, so I'd say we need to find a way to get them open. We'll also need to find the ignition codes for the shuttle, or else we'll have some trouble getting off the ground. If we get all that, I wouldn't worry about what shape this heap is in. I'll get it running.
Nice, you're just there. It's like a Lambda class shuttle.
Just say the word.
Let's go. I'll have this open in no time.
Okay, I can wait. Turn up. Finally. God, no gas. Advanced repair kit. Credits. Hyperadrenal stamina. Wait, what? Base reactors offline cannot unlock hangar doors. That would have been too short, apparently. It's not really much of a dungeon, though. Must be controlled by a nearby terminal. Are you part of a rescue team? No, I'm not. I'm part of the first Zerka salvage team. I hid here when the charts and droids went online. I haven't been able to reach anyone. You are here to get us out, right? Yeah? No. Why would I waste my time? I've got some decent salvage. You could have that. Yes, but I could just take that now. Please just help me out. Why don't I help myself to whatever you got? Get away from me. You're not getting away here.
Let me handle this. You have seen much during the war. Is it your wish to continue causing such suffering?
Then why didn't you stop the attack?
As always, General, when you lead, I shall follow. But it is only because we have been through so much together.
Oh, wow. Influence lost. You found a bowcaster, that's it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Nice.
This won't take long.
Stunned. Can't be opened.
What's going on?
Status inactive. More droids? Surprisingly, no. That's an HK unit.
This droid has been damaged and does not appear to be functional.
I hear you.
Let's go.
This droid has been
Permit to follow me. That was
I
too
hear ya.
easy.
Let's go.
Considering everything only just needs parts. There we go. Nice. It just blew up. Mechanically sealed. No, it came through here. Right? No. Oh, there we go. This way. There we go. Nope.
Just say the word.
The turret's been disabled.
Just say the word.
Let's go.
Just say the word.
Start the reactor. Oh, lovely. Okay, there's that big block. What about you? Nice.
More where that came from.
Well, he took a lot of damage really quick.
More where that came from.
Still inactive.
More where that came from. More where that came from. Just say the word.
What's going on?
The data pack contains ignition code for the orbital shuttle and the underground hangar. Oh, looks like I needed that anyway. I can really see far. Farther than you can see in games now. Am I going the right way? Nope. I did a U-turn. No healing? There we go. Tankroid.
Just say the word.
What's going on?
Nice. Painless. Five frag grenades. Infiltrator gloves, concussion, poison. Repeating blaster rifle. Master force jump. Bam. Adds modifiers to melee and chance to hit. Yep. Skills. Persuade. Trade injury. Computer use. Okay. Mind trick. Oh. -6 of their attributes is nice. Force suppression. Force push. Precise shot. This is kind of like the ability that Rangers get in 5e. Mobility. Scoundrel's luck. %10 damage resistance. I like that though. Of melee weapons. If a critical hit would normally double damage, it would triple damage when finally on a critical hit. The target is knocked back unless they make a fortitude save. Wow. Well, I think that answers my critical thing. Still needs that though. Conditioning is too useful. Okay, let me save here. Take a short 5-minute break before I continue. And I can do a 3-minute ad break at least to turn off pre-rolls. So I'll be right back. I'm back. Should have made some tea, because water... Maybe I need cucumber water or something. Okay. Okay. So now, I'm going to go to the polar region using this... Looks like a Lambda class shuttle. How do I get on it? There we go. Doesn't have a hyperdrive, but it can get you out of the restoration zone. Take the shuttle to the polar region. Cannot.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The Bay Control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the SHIELD network. However, the SHIELD network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
Well, this can't be any worse than last time. So that's the hole in the SHIELD network, huh? Doesn't look like much to me.
Did they show that part?
You've got to be kidding me. It's not my fault.
Yeah. This guy, the Mesa Plateau, looked very strong.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself. Field assessment. I picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi and his allies. Activate the mines and prime the self-destruct sequences. Relieved statement. Oh, Jedi, it is good to see you intact. We were concerned that shooting down your shuttle would damage you irreparably. Quick clarification. But now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
Any reason why you shot down my vessel? How many of you are there?
Chiding statement. Oh, Jedi. There are as many of us as are needed to capture or kill our targets. Egotistical boast. And there are far more of us than any one Jedi. Destroy one of us, and more shall rise from the wreckage. Unnecessary threat. And our attack protocols are more than a match for you and your allies.
Any reason why you shot down my vessel?
Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to deploy several droids in this location. Probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to come to the remnants of the polar Telos irrigation system. There is nothing here that our instruments can detect. Eager threat. But we are looking forward to extracting your motives for coming here when we place you in torture restraints.
What are you Assassin's Droid doing here?
Self-evident answer. Wherever you try to run, we will be there, armed and ready. Rhetorical query. So the query you have posed to us is one we put to you. What are you doing here? here, we wonder?
Oh, Krea's here. Bam. Okay, well, first, give her treat injury. Give her that. Awareness is just useless. And so is stealth. I never use those. I'd rather just give her computer use. Or security. I'll give her security. Powers. You can just go for those guys.
I hear you. Time to take you down the side.
Failing, Master. Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
Yes.
Theodore looks as he was knocked unconscious by the explosion. If he can find refuge, and he should recover in time. It's pretty big as from up here. Look at that.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Who are you?
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
I'll play along for now.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scow like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Djarik can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Tell me what you've done with my friends first. I want my property, my slaves and my ship returned.
Your slaves have been detained for their safety. Though if that is how you treat them, I imagine they would prefer cells to your company. But you have not answered my question. Why are you here? The Order and you parted ways long ago, and the Order was the better for it.
It was not my intention to come here, Atris, or see you again. If you think I wanted to see your face again, you're sadly mistaken. I'm here because a pretentious Shuta stole my ship.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Destruction of Paragus was an accident.
Ah, an accident. Something beyond your control. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
Yeah, I destroyed 2 worlds in 1 explosion.
No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Okay. So what?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
It's almost as bad as the Jedi letting the Outer Rim die during the Mandalorian Wars.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
So now I get blamed for the actions of the Sith? My crime, the Sith destroyed Paragus, not me.
The Sith? What do you mean?
The Sith have returned and they are hunting all Jedi. You find out when their hand is at your throat. The Sith came for me on Paragus to kill me.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. And you encountered them on Paragus. But what would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
They intend to exterminate all Jedi everywhere. The Sith believe me to be the last Jedi. They didn't realize I left the Jedi behind.
You. If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
Were there any survivors of the Jedi Civil War? They're stronger than you think. At least one Sith Lord stands with them, and they fight differently than the Sith from the Jedi Civil War.
Whatever force they can bring to bear, it will matter not. If they face a true Jedi, they shall fall.
Your grasp of tactics is questionable.
We shall see. For now, the perspective on your situation has changed. I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy.
Is there anything I can do to help? Where can I find my companions?
You shall find them north of here, in one of the old irrigation chambers. They have not been harmed. They are free to leave as well.
It better be. If you steal from me again, you'll regret it.
Take your ship, then. I don't care where you go. Just leave this place. Leave Telos.
We shall remove him, mistress.
Is that a Zulu's voice actor?
Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly.
She sounds like a Zula.
Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Says Zula. I want my ship. You can duel here. Nice. Bum, 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 bum. There we go.
Why have you approached?
I have some questions for you.
You may ask.
I have some questions about Atris.
The mistress? What of her?
Where is she? I want to speak to her.
She's meditating, and she does not wish to be disturbed. Your presence here has troubled her, and I hope you do not choose to trouble her further.
What can you tell me about her?
She leads us. As she rebuilds Telos, she rebuilds the Order, and through them, the galaxy.
The galaxy. How does she plan to do that?
We serve the Jedi. We do not question them. Yet, Atris has told us that the work here at Telos may pay for similar efforts in many worlds along the Rim that were destroyed when the Jedi turned on each other. She has said the Jedi Order needs such a foundation if it is to rebuild. She faults the teaching of many of the Jedi Masters as the spark of the Jedi Civil War. Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the ways of the Jedi, they never would have fallen, and nor would you, Exile.
And what does Atris consider proper training? I talk for Atris considering she never had a Padawan. I chose to go to war, not because I was trained to do so.
Atris has chosen instead to focus her efforts on galactic recovery. Once the galaxy breathes again, disciples will come.
She will transmit her ignorance to anyone who follows her.
She predicted you would say as much. She seems to know you quite well. Perhaps you are the one who knows nothing.
That sounds like a challenge. I have other questions
You may
for you.
ask.
Why do you all look the same?
We share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
But the one handmaiden challenged us when we arrived. She looks different.
As I have said, it is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
So she had a different set of parents.
If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail, Exile. I tolerate your presence only upon orders of the mistress. She did not order me to endure your questions.
I meant no offense.
One cannot take back an action, and often apologizing for it only compounds the insult. Simply drop the matter and be silent.
All right, let me ask you something else.
You may...
What do you do here?
We serve the Jedi, and we watch.
There's not many here.
Atris is the only Jedi here, this is true, but the mistress will bring others in time.
Atris couldn't bring a deck fly to garbage, let alone Jedi to this place.
You shall see. She has more strength than you know.
Are you trying to become one?
I assume you meant no insult. It is forbidden for us to become Jedi. Even if we possessed the awareness of the galaxy that the Jedi possess, we are here because we are not Jedi. That is our purpose.
Your purpose?
We have taken an oath to never follow the teachings of the Jedi, only to watch those of the Order and carry out Atris's will.
Thanks for the
should it
follow.
be necessary. Atris believes the new Jedi Order that shall arise here will need to be guarded.
How do you want me to say your name?
By those not touched by the
How
Force.
are you, by the way?
She thinks it will give balance.
I'm guessing you've played this before. I love this game. Oh no, you're a bot. That's terrible. Let me ban you. And welcome back, Faker. Why do you... Ban. Get out of here. How many pages do you read? How many pages can you read in one sitting? I get antsy too long. She's the one who needs balance.
Spoken like one who has fallen. If we
How
had been
goes.
there,
I
we never have
am
fallen
fine
at
to get
all.
my ship
the
back.
Jedi have long since lacked anyone to judge their actions and provide support
Hold
should
on.
their power corrupt them. We are this strength. The Jedi Civil War proved that the Jedi are in need of such guidance. It is our duty to watch for aggression, rage, passion, and end it before it takes root.
That sounds harsh. So you'd strike me down if I showed any rage or aggression? Read 276 pages. I can't do it. I think the most I can do, according to the app that I use to like record my reading, most I've done with Cyberpunk was like 70 pages in like 3 hours. I read slow.
I would have struck you down as you entered this place, if Atris had not stayed my hand. Though you are not a Jedi, you have been sickened in Revan's service. If for a moment I felt you could bring harm to Atris or this place, then I would end you.
But Atris in charge of you and she's a Jedi. This sounds like a challenge to me. There are many others here. And who watches you?
Atris is the one we serve, and she guides our actions.
Most books I can't read like that. Oh, I wanted to read it before the show came out. Before I even knew there was a show about it. I tried many times to start it during COVID, and that's honestly, I think, when I started having the most problems reading anything. It was during COVID. It took me a long time to get back into reading. But Atris is a Jedi. Okay. What other questions? What do you do here? Blah, blah. Okay.
You have returned. You will find them in the main irrigation channel room. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can
So, then shut them off and free them.
It is not part of my duties.
Okay. The Yemen Hawk?
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place and not to return.
So this is a secret Jedi Academy hidden on the North Pole, well, a polar region of the planet.
Did you find what you came for?
A woman from my past has made this place her home. I did not expect her to see her again.
I felt as much. Quite strongly, in fact. I suspected there was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
The woman here is a Jedi, Atris, one of the Council. She was one of the Council who cast me out of the Order and wanted to punish me even further.
I see it now. The act has left its marks. Be warned, unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face.
The woman here is a Jedi Council, one of the What? Atris. Besides the game, did you do... Not really. I mean... We were supposed to play Star Wars in person, the RPG, but one of my friends, he had emergency, so we met up and we played board games, so that was fun. But I really wanted to play the RPG. But we just kind of hung around, played board games, and yeah. I don't know. I'm also trying to convince them all to watch Andor. I don't know why they all love Star Wars. I don't know why they're not watching it. It's crazy to me. It's such a good show. There's this serious disconnect with Star Wars fans and Andor, and I don't understand it at all.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Did you do anything? Did you watch any of the movies in theaters that they were by? You're in Seattle, so I imagine they are. Atris plans to heal the galaxy, then I knew the handmaidens weren't students, but I didn't realize they were unable to feel the Force.
Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
How do you know that? Were you reading their minds?
Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
She means me harm. I may have to kill her. Was going to be gained by talk. Let's talk about it on the way out of here.
Ah, killing such a one could prove difficult and unwise. Yet she distracts you, that is clear, and that may be reason enough. Such distractions could prove fatal against the enemies we face.
How would you kill her if you had to? You're cunning. How would you end such a distraction?
Direct action is not always the best way. It is a far greater victory to make another see through your eyes than to close theirs forever. Yet all that lives feels, and where something feels, there is weakness.
And what is her weakness?
Why, you, of course. You are the gravity around which all her actions rotate. You exert a stronger influence than you know. Be her foil, her challenge, and eventually she will see things your way.
I did not realize I had affected her so deeply.
Oh, yes. Natural leaders do such things to followers, whether they be simple criminals or old women such as myself.
I will consider this. For now, let us go.
Very well. Let us depart.
Push 2 on your trigger, demand avoidance. Yeah. I mean, we saw the first 3 episodes together. They liked it. They want to watch it. So what we've been doing is, after our games, we'll watch an episode or 2 after. Since it's only once a month, we play that game in person. No, actually, I don't think there are any theater showings. I'm realizing that I never checked schedule for the theater. But I've seen episodes from the theater many times. I want to watch episode 3 in theaters. Like, oh man, episode 3 is fun and cheesy and fun. Then, okay, it looks cold.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
Alright, then let me free you. Nice.
I am sorry, Telos, to have lost consciousness in the crash.
We could have used you earlier when we were ambushed. Do not film. Okay. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
A Jedi Academy concealed in the northern pole of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Episode 3 is good. I think all of are better than the Phantom. I like... Okay. I think the story of the prequel trilogy is great, right? It's just told so badly, right? The trade disputes itself is a great tool to bounce from, but like literally showing... I think episode 3 had the right amount of showing the Senate versus everything else, right? Like it had those moments of Palpatine talking to the Senate and inciting like this hate for the Jedi, and then Natalie Portman saying, you know, that line, "This is how democracy dies." Great movement, I think, especially now. It's so good now. Yeah, but yeah, like. Oh my god, it's just... It needed someone else to direct it. Or, I guess I don't know which is the right word I'm looking for. But, also, George Lucas can't do romance. So, because like the novelization of episode 2 makes the romance between Anakin and Padme so much more sense. This is like the first guy she's really spending time with, alone. Like this physically fit Jedi Knight, right? She's spending at her place, introducing her family, spending all her time with him. Of course, it makes sense that they, you know, fell in love together. And he's a Jedi, so he's like, he went from slavery to the Jedi, never spending time with women. He obviously likes women, so now it's these two like teenagers. What's gonna happen? And in the book, they show conversations she's had about how she's never really dated anybody or, you know, been with anybody. So it's so good in the book. This will be your new home if the wounds... Oh no. Are you well enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you or join you at the ship.
Come with me, then. I could use your help.
Very well, General.
Yeah, Thunder's Applause is such a good quote now. It was like a joke before, but like a Trump, right? Insane. I love the music here.
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force. It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it, but now I wonder as if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly, yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it is a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord.
Overwatch. I've never seen that. Or, what's the other one?
All life
Battlestar Galactica.
exists to feed your
Stargate.
power. And my life. My life is yours. I beg you, please, let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you. I will leave at once, my lord.
God, there's never going to be a Star Wars game like this again. Where they have actual slavery and religious fanaticism being core themes in the writing. I love this game. Another level. What do you mean? Another level. Like, I think they have like a YouTube channel with everything uploaded now. I swear they do. Oh, who leveled up? Boador. Feats. You could take by 10. Dueling? Yeah, he'll take dueling. Oh yeah, I can duel these people here in a fight.
Why have you...
Do all these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining. I mean, it's interesting.
If you have a reason for approaching me, speak it.
I'm looking for a fight.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
Teaching?
Oh, yes. We train extensively in various combat styles, and we have not had another target for some time. You may prove a pleasant diversion.
I could use a good sparring match.
Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teaching.
Appreciate good writing. It's from the... How old is it? It's from the 90s, right?
Before we begin, are you familiar with the
Or is it older?
traditions?
No, what are
All
they?
duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight. and we shall do the same.
I understand. Send the mat, no armor, no striking to kill. Oh yeah, I just want to save first. Is that my clothes? Yes.
Before we
After
begin,
X-Men, I want to
are
watch
you
Shogun.
familiar-
And then, who knows? Maybe the sci-fi show. Does it have any... why do I need this robe? Yes, you're to
The
fight
fight
some
will be all in.
Okay.
Then let us.
Let's go. I have an 18 strength. So, this one, then flurry, and then power, then regular.
Yeah.
The animations are kind of funny to me. She's gonna beat me.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may
I'll be ready to fight again.
seek one of us out when you.
What's the flaw of the show? It really looks 90s from the first seasons. The show had no budget, no serious network backing. It's a miracle it got made, but the production values of the first season are not as good as the writing deserved. I think that's what, like, I think that's what I remember about it, is that it looked bad, and I didn't want to watch it because of that. I'm more forgiving now.
Let's go.
But, you know, when I was younger, and I wasn't.
Time.
It's one of the best shows out. I should check it out. Do I have no armor on? Is it just armor? Or do I have my... I do have other stuff on. So, I can put a melee shield on. Okay. Okay, I need someone else. I can't change my party from here. The first season. On 5.
I hear you.
Yeah? I'll have this open in no time.
Hold on, I gotta see if this is the show I'm thinking of. Now that you mentioned Babylon 5. Hold on. Oh no, never mind. It's not. I thought Babylon 5 was based off a tabletop RPG. Well, someone's game. I think it's The Expanse I'm thinking of, which is based off someone's homebrew game, and then it was an author who played it, and they made that into a story, and that became the show. I gotta actually use a med pack for this. Writing FJM. Well, I don't know authors really, like of the writers of the show. Can I do this? I'm gonna cheese this.
Have you returned to... Very well. Our next battle will be... You may choose hands and feet, or whatever melee weapon you wish. Then let us...
Okay, I can use melee weapon. So, what did I have? I had a Trandoshan sword. I'll go with the Sith War sword. They took away my stuff. Okay, fine. Show in the original form, though. Yeah, I know there's a one based later. I wasn't sure if the show was based off someone's game. Cause I know the Expanse is. It was first like someone's homebrew game, and then a show, book, and then a show. Bam. There we go.
You have succeeded. Very well. Our next battle shall be free of restriction on weapons. In turn, I will spare... Then let us...
Probably didn't need that.
You know much of melee combat. You surprise me. There is nothing more that we can teach you from such contests. Such battle would only be for battle's sake. If that is what you wish, we shall see how you fight against a group of us. Use whatever item. Seek one of us.
Okay, that's right. That's the last option. Add pack.
Have you returned to fight again? There is nothing. If that is what you... We shall see how you fight against a group of us. Use whatever item, weapon... Then let us be...
Why do you keep taking off my clothes then? Okay.
You are a strong opponent. Atris was correct about you. You know much of war and battle. Perhaps
too much.
One does not sweat in the polar regions of Telos, so all that will break will be your pride.
Care to back up those words? Let me catch my breath and I'll be back. Using all my med packs for this. This is the last one, I think.
You are a strong... Then
why not all 6 of you?
There is no need for the last of us to join in this fight. The weakest among us will only serve to diminish our technique.
She got insulted.
We fight as one when we are 5, not 6. And that number should be enough for this lesson.
I am ready.
Very well. We shall begin.
I thought I could use whatever. Okay, that's annoying. How about this? That's loud. Right? Can I? Oh, I don't think I can for this fight, actually. Usable. How about... That's not good. He's gonna die. Hit you and then put you into combat before. Ah, okay. Thank you. Twisted. How do you want me to say your name? I appreciate that. I completely forgot. I'm probably gonna just lose this one. It's been a long time since I played this. I don't remember if like all the mechanics to it either. There we go.
We knew you were no match for our battle is.
No, we're going again. Okay, let me not use a controller. Okay. I'm guessing you played this before.
Atris was correct about it.
Actually, how many times have you played it? Care to back up those words? Why not? All 6. I am ready. Okay. But I'm not sure of the tally. Yeah, I first played it when I was a kid, so I've played it. It's probably one of the few games I have like double digits I've completed. I love this game. Con 4, dexterity 4, movement plus 20, strength plus 4, con 6. I think that might help. I've had the game on. I had it on Xbox first and then PC, and I'm sure since you've had it on physical, you followed like well, I forgot what the team is called, the one who actually did the restored content mod. I remember just watching all the progress for it and being so excited for that. Stamina, constitution. I'm gonna do this. Can I? Oh, let me use another one. Okay, screw it then. Yeah, let me be cheap. Melee shield. And we're gonna go force lightning first. That's right, but I can do advanced med pack. I don't even know, it's like the suggested way to do this. I have no other med packs. I don't remember how I did this. What do you recommend I do to beat them? Because that's not working. Tell you, yeah, tell me. I'm fine with choosing it. I don't care. That's 6 people at once. Okay, where's your sister? She's not here. 1, 2. No. You go. Oh, that's right. Do I have force push? Powers. No, I don't. What's the easiest way to push them? Force push, right? Or is there just gonna, oh, that's true. Okay.
You are one.
I completely forgot about that. Then stand so they back away from me. Okay. He's gonna follow you close to the edge. Use. Okay. Right, my armor. Put that on. Stand. Okay, I see her backing away. That's the hard part, right? Yeah, if you get too close, they will back up. Yeah. I shouldn't be doing this. I need... Well, she's almost out. That'll help if I can take one out. Okay. Okay, another one just went out. No, who's low? Who's lowest on health? She's low. Okay, that helped. I saw at least one of them went off the mat. Okay, you're gonna need to heal though. Let's go that and then that. Just in case. Thank you for that tip.
There shall be no more matches, no more challenges.
I got the achievement.
We have learned from you. If we meet on the field of battle, we shall be prepared.
750 experience. Worth it. I'm going, well, dark side because I haven't played this in forever. And dark side is just fun.
You are the exile.
It's not her. You're lucky I didn't kill you all.
I am aware of this. I do not doubt your
Oh, it's
combat prowess,
that's the other
as
one.
my half-sisters do. There are many who went to war against the Mandalorians, and few returned. You were one of them.
Do you also play like tabletop RPGs? Like, have you played D&D 3rd edition or what's it called, Star Wars Saga edition? Like, do you know the mechanics well of the game? Your flattery means nothing. Remember that if I were to see, if you are right to fear me, I thought you looked different from the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
So you have a different mother, but the same father?
I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so.
I played all editions in D&D. Okay, cool. I started with 5th edition. I never played... I've done Basic Expert, though. I love Basic Expert, which is a lot of fun. I have played D20. I prefer the Fantasy Fight version, honestly, more. Just because, I don't know. Like, I enjoy D&D, but like, you can do anything in a tabletop, but like, it still excels well at combat, right? I feel like when I run Fantasy Flight stuff, there is combat, but it's just I can do so much more beyond it without really having to fight the mechanics. Yeah, that's that. Essentially, it's that, right? It doesn't feel like it feels, and also it really, if you're not a Jedi, you're just completely outclassed, which is another thing I don't like. Where I feel like being like for Edge of the Empire classes are so much fun to me, or the careers or whatever, or even the Age of Rebellion careers are so much fun to me. And I love being like a Politico or a scout or a trader so much. Is this a sensitive subject?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
Let me ask you something else.
You may ask.
You said Atris warned you about me. What did she say?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Do you run any games now, these days? I have a Cyberpunk Red campaign I'm doing that's almost finished. And I play in a D&D 5th edition game. It's a friend's game, but it's homebrew. And I have a Cyberpunk one-shot I'm planning to stream in a couple of weeks. And then after, I don't know, Call of Cthulhu maybe? Vampire the Masquerade? She's just teasing. I'm not really a bad guy.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
What dark side? What dark side?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So why didn't I keep fighting the Jedi Civil War?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
The Force aside, I was tempted to attack the Jedi, but I didn't.
So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her.
Did Atris say anything else? I'd rather jab myself at a boss than stun her.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes. It is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
What do you think Atris' heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
If I fought Atris, then that might make the truth come out. So if I crush into the floor, then I may get to the heart of the matter.
I do not think the battle would go as you describe. But in essence, yes. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
I've had other questions.
You may ask.
I could kill you all easily.
I am aware of this. There are...
I said that already. Your flattery means nothing to me.
I did not mean to praise you with my words. Perhaps it is your interpretation of them that needs to be viewed in perspective.
Then you sought to insult me?
Again, you have twisted my words to attempt to provoke me. That shows a creative mind, which bodes well for any fight between us.
Perhaps is it a fight you seek?
The Ichani believe you cannot truly know the heart of another unless you meet them. But now is not the time.
Okay.
You may ask.
Okay, that's it.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
I don't even know what its loss feels like.
Then tell me of its absence.
Imagine awakening and finding all your senses blinded. It's something you struggle to recall, yet forever forgotten. It's like the feeling warmth on the skin and being buried. I don't think it's like that. I go with the first one.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
If you have any further questions, seek me out and ask them.
There shall be no more match. There is much we have learned from you.
Okay. Well, I looted that place. You have a favorite companion? I think it's Atten or Boadur for me. I kind of hate the Wookiee though. That guy is... I don't hate him, but he's so aggravating. But I get why. But it's just kind of annoying to deal with. There's a door. Ooh, I haven't looted this. Pride Buster. Concussion grenade. That's Telos. Oh, T3, I forgot about you.
Droid. He looks badly damaged. Dissected.
Your behavior core, they didn't memory wipe you, did they? Nope. Look, I'm just glad I found you. Next time you find someone, then fight. No, it wasn't your fault. They took the ship T3. Oh, what information are you talking about? Why would she want what's in your memory core? You can fill me in later. Let me get you out of here first. Alright, join us at the Ebon Hawk when we're ready to leave. Poor guy. He can't beat me in a T3. He's been there since the first game. 75. I have no chemicals. Anything on this side? Something. Credits. My ship. Is it just snow covered there? Or is that the shield? Enter the Ebon Hawk. Finally. That felt like forever.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left?
But why? Her oath.
Her reasons are unknown to me, but I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature for herself. Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What's with the What are you talking about? Oh, sorry. You downloaded Atris's archive.
What is the machine saying?
He said there was a hollow record of my trial in Atris's records.
We seem to have found it.
She even asked me. She just put it on.
Do you know why we have called you here?
I came because I chose to, not because you summoned me.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
Is that following Revan to wars? No, I broke it. The truth is, the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless more would have died. You were not at Malachor, will never understand. The truth is, they should embrace it. And what caused you to truth at last?
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
They were very arrogant, though, these
Much
guys.
defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. She speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path she did.
We are not the ones who taught her.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
God, Faker, please tell me you were here to watch that. This game is so
Jedi
good.
sure like their secrets, don't they?
Those last few months after my trial, I had no idea. If you find anything else, let me know. Keep searching the archives. There may be more in there. I know it could take a while, but keep analyzing her archives. Atris has a list of all the missing Jedi. Sure, display it. Master Vrook, Dantooine, Zeskai El, Narshada, Kavar Andron, Vash Korriban, Atris Telos, Dweet. I knew all those Jedi Masters. Those were all in the Council exiled me.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Oh well. Studying is more important. It's just I think you'd love this this game, honestly. The first one I feel is necessary enough to really understand the state of the galaxy, but this one, oh my god, so good. We have no choice. Those Jedi know what happened to me. Yeah.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Sister, you and yours are the threat.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me.
It's so good.
I am doing this against Atris's wishes, and those of my sisters.
I feel like it's the depth you like from Cyberpunk, but in Star Wars. So it's gonna be Star Wars themed, so not as relatable, but just my god, it's just so good. We don't need help from any of Atris' servants. I'm not taking you back to Telos. I'm taking you no. So you betrayed her? I find that hard to believe.
No, she speaks the truth. We will take this servant of Atris with us.
Next time you don't believe her story, do you?
I tire of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be
Yeah,
in my chambers.
I played this
Since
game
I
that
don't
much.
have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
Like, all the companions are amazing.
General.
Except like the really, really short
Cargo
ones.
hold is enough, I assure you.
Because you
There
get
is
some
little I
really
need.
late into the game.
I will attend to myself.
But they're interesting in their own way. But like the depth these other guys have here are incredible. Look, forget take the regular quarters. We have enough room.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
She has a Chinese defense, which protects her against melee attacks, and excellent unarmed fighter.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
They took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
HK is great, but the most Goto is fascinating, right? He's such a good character. Like, Faker, I think you would really love. Oh my god, there's just so many good characters in this game, and the one Twisted in Olive just said Goto is. They are a how do I put this? They think long term, and that's what I love about that character. And it's just not what you would expect when you see them, right? Until I found, yeah, exactly. And my God, what a character! You could build another one if you wanted to, but you know that. I'm not afraid of building it. That's what you think.
I never said you were, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Very well, to begin, there are some parts I'll need.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compact.
You're so mean.
Yeah? How many credit?
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on here? That's the other thing, Faker. The companions really talk to each other a lot, which is one of my favorite things too. Like, it also, I love like the loyalty stuff in here. Like, I guess the only other game I can think of it at the top of my head is Mass Effect 2, where they really had like loyalty missions, but you do it and that's it. It's binary. It's either you do it or you don't. Here, you know, your influence will go up and down a lot. Like, I've lost a lot of Kreia influence, but I gained a lot of Aten. And, you know, I mean, it's still, you know, it's still whether they like you or not, but it's not like a binary state. It's very fluid. It'll change throughout the game. It's so good. What's going on here? Utility droids tend to have a habit towards developing personality quirks.
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Listen, don't worry, Bowdor probably knows what he's doing.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in play.
Permanent +2 to Constitution. There we go. And I'll save. Nice. Okay, what missions? Crafting a lightsaber. You have found a fixture for the energy cell, but still need emitter and lens fixtures. I need a crystal also. Twist and Olive. Do you know where to get the other ones? Like, I would love to get the lightsaber as soon as possible.
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why did you decide to fight?
The Jedi served no one in action. It was a mistake. No, they served no one in action.
The war went poorly before Revan and the Jedi lent aid to the Republic. Many of us believed the Jedi to be cowards who were afraid to face the Mandalorian threat. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
You know, that's my other favorite thing about the Fantasy Flight thing is constructing your lightsaber. Like, I mean, obviously it's going to take as long as or short as the GM decides, but there's a lot of stuff you can do to really customize your lightsaber in that system, and I love it so much. Especially if you're going dark side. Nalhada, okay. Yeah, Nalhada? Is it Nar Shaddaa? Right? I can't remember. My people had colonies, many of them were among the first to fall. So you want revenge?
Revenge, and to crush the Mandalorians, to send them back to wherever it was they came from. I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them, to give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered.
I love Bowdor.
I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
I felt it too, the rush of life as we're cut down.
It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
And oh my god, the Nar Shaddaa story is, it really feels like the stakes are being raised in that planet. Like, everyone's after you. It's just so good. Oh man, you should, right? It's such a good game. I never get tired of this. This and Fallout New Vegas are two games that can be repeated. I can play so many times and never get tired. What's your opinion on the Telos situation?
If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Zerka is allowed to undermine the Athorians' efforts, Telos will remain dead. I can't take seeing my work being used by those bloodsuckers. But there's nothing I can do about it, so let's talk about something else. Something else I can help you with?
Where'd you pick up the remote anyway?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What does it do other than follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help?
What are you doing? Do you have any shields I could use?
Sure do, General. I've made a few while I wasn't working on the ship. Just remember, the best something else I can... Sure do, something... Sure do, Sure do. Sorry, General. Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
Bunch of shields, perfect. You know what? The music's kind of loud. Let me put that down a bit. I want the dialogue to stay higher than everything else. The sound effects. Close. Like, what are your top 3 games? Because, like, I think KOTOR 2 is definitely top 3 for me. I don't know which is my favorite one. That fluctuates. I do love Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, though. And I don't know if it's top 3 for me, but it's one of the games I've played the most, too. I just love, like, sailing in that game. Let me put this volume down a bit. There we go. What's in here? HK, that's right. Repair diagnosis the droid. You installed the droid control cluster. Step away. What else? Its power coarsely carried, but a number of critical parts appear to be missing. Eternal. Oh my God, that's the game. Is that on the GameCube, right? Is that? I played that too when I was a kid, and is that the one I'm thinking of, Faker? Yeah, and they still own it, the property, don't they? I don't know. They don't even port it. Is the crazy thing. They could just remaster it. I would buy it full price, gladly. Insane how they have done nothing with it.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
Final Fantasy 3 and Tactics 3. I can't remember 3. I played 3 on the. I played the DS version of it, where it was like 3D and stuff. I love Tactics, but I think I like Tactics Advance, just because it's like a little. It's a cozy story, that one, which I like. And Tactics is like very grandiose and epic, and trying to be more serious. I think there was some scandal with the creative owner of it. Was there? I just know I think it's Nintendo who owns the IP. Because like for a long time the rights were just kind of, no one knew who owned it. Just like with that game No One Lives Forever, which now I think is finally on GOG. But it's such a good game too. And they need a horror game, really. They need a horror game, and they have a perfect one. They don't even have to, all they have to do is remaster it and put it on Switch. I'd be happy. Yeah, I mean, I love 2077. I don't know if I put it top 3 for me though, right? Maybe. It's hard to say, because there's a lot going on here where I'm not trying to disparage Cyberpunk, but, and you know I love Cyberpunk. I love the tabletop. I love everything about it. But here, the setting of this game, right? You can feel how everything is just like a moment away from collapsing, right? The galaxy's one bad day away and the Republic is gone. Like, you can feel it. Everyone just feels miserable. Paragus is gone. Telos now has no fuel, right? They are worried about literally crashing to the planet because they can't keep themselves afloat. And like you can feel how everything's just miserable. Cyberpunk, I love the setting, but Night City doesn't feel alive to me. And that's always going to be like the thing that keeps it from being like one of my favorite games. No, yeah, but like I'm talking more about not really the mechanics or stuff, but like what I get from it. And I never get tired of this game because of like it evokes those kind of feelings for me. Max Payne 2 and oh yeah, Sia would love to talk to you about Max Payne. Like they've been playing Max Payne 1. I think you've probably seen it. Quotes where I think the game is secondary to the story. It makes the game feel more real. The game is secondary. Yeah, I mean the story is amazing, but like I said, in Arshada, the stakes feel really real and like they are really out to get you, right? Everything just feels like desperate. And Dantooine was like this great Jedi hidden enclave, and it's gone. And it's just people making a living just scavenging the ruins. And there's just so much thought put into making everything feel, what's the word I'm looking for? Verisimilitude, right? Like it feels real. Well, yeah, I mean the gameplay is itself. I can forgive the gameplay, right? For everything else. Like I like Cyberpunk too, and even on hard it's not very hard. And that's like one of the games I've probably played the most in recent years. But once you play if you quick hack in that game, it's just easy. Yeah, but the story, yeah, exactly. By chance, 2 was the first I played, and 2 was so much more polished than 1 I couldn't go back. I never played them at all. And I do want to play them just because I know they're remastering or remaking Max Payne 1 and 2, right? Is it both? And I do have Alan Wake 1 remastered and 2. I have Control. And Remedy is a studio that, just from Sia, I know that, because like, you know, she works in film. She went to film school. She likes writing. She appreciates good writing. So I trust her opinion in that. And I've seen Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 looks amazing. So I do want to like play them just so I can appreciate, because I know in that one all the characters are in Alan Wake 2. And so I really want to just play Max Payne 1 and 2. How many more do we intend to gather? The ship is not the galaxy. There's only so much room. And as many will say, it's not my fault if they follow me.
Is it? Perhaps you are wrong. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
And I think, Faker, you would love this character. I think you'd really enjoy just dissecting all the arguments in this game about the Force and the Jedi, too. If you love Andor, because, you know, you appreciate great writing, right? This is a game where... This is like the first game I realized that, you know, it is video game, but it can be more than just, like... The writing doesn't have to be so... I don't want to say infantile, but... It can be a core part of the game's, like... It can be something that's important to the game. Anyway, this is a fun game. They're my friends, not my fault. What makes you think they obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
I've noticed their behavior's changing, and especially...
The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The woman, she worships you. The alien obeys you. Even within the machines, there are echoes. Watch them carefully. See their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
You have a point I will reflect upon. What about you?
I am but a mirror whose only purpose is to show you what your own eyes cannot yet see. good and then act upon it, it is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath her? How she made them hers?
She was a powerful presence. There was little one did not believe when she spoke it with conviction.
Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts. Strong influence, indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few.
I thought the teachings of the Sith came from Korriban.
Oh, did they? No, Revan met no Sith empire, yet she learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how she did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
Do you have any ideas?
Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across, yes?
I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
You don't seem to like the handmaiden. Why?
There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
She has offered to help us, to show her... she's here to help us, and allies should stand together. She's offered to help us, so show her the same respect I show you. We could drop her off on the next planet.
No, she may have her uses. I will abide her presence, and so should you.
Why do you say that?
Because Atris is a threat. And as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage.
I will keep that in mind and watch the handmaiden carefully. Agreed, we need every tool we can get if Atris tries anything.
Good. That is the most to be done until events unfold, as I'm sure they will, in time.
I had other questions.
Ask, and I...
What are you, Jedi, a Sith?
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
Then what were you?
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
I still wish to hear the story. Oh.
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements.
I love Bubble Bobble, okay?
Ambition.
Hold on, I'll respond to it properly.
And hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. was cast down, stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness. Take what strength you may steal from me. That is all I need be to you. In you all my hopes rest, for the future, for the Force.
I need more than that, Kreia.
If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice. Ask.
Okay, so Puzzle Bobble. The first time I played it was on Nintendo 64, and God, I remember just in California, we had visited my family, and that's all we did. My cousins, like the first couple of nights, is just rent that from like Blockbuster. God, was that long ago? That was like 2005, I think. No, not 2005. I'm thinking of Nintendo 64. That was like 2000, maybe. Yeah, and yeah, that I love Puzzle Bobble. That's what I don't know why there hasn't been a new one. Like some cheap Steam game for like $10 to play. That'd be fun. I could play that forever. What's wrong with your eyes?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
There might be a way to heal your sight.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight. But sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted.
I have other questions.
Ask.
Did you know Atris at all?
I know her as much as I know any Jedi. If you have other questions, you may ask those, but on Atris, I can provide you no answers that you cannot find on your own.
Influence failed.
Ask.
I had questions about how Revan amassed such a huge force. Did you know Revan?
I misspoke before, and I do not wish to choose my words unwisely again. Leave this be.
Influence failed.
Ask.
Do you know anything about the Sith might pursue us?
Nothing more than we already know.
Influence
and
failed.
Anything else I know would be useless. There is danger in such knowledge, even if I was certain
Oh,
of
Bubble
the ones
Bobble.
who hunt you.
I mean, they're the same company, right? I swear they're the same thing. I could be just thinking of the wrong name. I played it on Nintendo 64. That's all I remember. That's when I first played that. It's like you shoot the little balls, right? And you match them up, basically. You're like these little green guys who move around, who move the gear. Definitely not the same thing. Okay. Well then. I remember a different game. It was a puzzle game that I really enjoyed. Okay. What
Yes?
about you? What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You could always play Pazak with Atten.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
The cards?
That too.
I don't think anyone here trusts each other.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Who? Beodur?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders. And like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
You never understand here when you're a kid, listening to some shootout who never fought in the wars. Maybe you'd like to explain why Atris is siphoning the power. No.
I see. Forgive my words. They were poorly chosen.
It's just difficult to describe to someone who wasn't there.
The Mandalorian Wars were like that for many. Many returned, who could not tell of their experiences in a way that could bring meaning to them.
I had other questions.
You may ask.
Why are you different? Why are you called handmaids? You have a name.
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
As do all slaves. If you have no value to anyone but Atris, you have no value to me.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
Version, but it's close. Are you making some comment about me turning from the Jedi Code? Do you think that I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
Right now, the only question I'm asking you is why I'm letting you stay.
I meant no offense, but the question remains. If the question angers you, oftentimes there is a reason for such anger. You may have...
I want her name, though. What was it?
We all have value in our... If reasons of the self is why you turned away, then yes, perhaps there was a judgment there. But it was not intended as an attack.
Advanced style platformer. I'll look it up after. Because I don't... All the names just sound the same to me, so I get the same image in my head. Okay. I don't want to be in the light side. T3. Can you upgrade? I'll leave you alone for now. Theodore.
Yes,
Oh, no, I already spoke
yes,
to you.
General.
Where's Atten? Just says yes, General, on the top.
Look, I know we've been through some rough times so far, but you need to stop letting it get to you.
Do my features trouble you? Your concern is touching and insulting.
Well, the signs are starting to show. You don't look like you've slept in weeks. Or a year.
I'm going gray. Let's play some Bazak.
Alright, but I'm out of credit.
Play. I like this more than Gwent. Oh, I didn't put stand. That's annoying. Well, I won the set. Ooh, I can win this one too. Win. The goal is to get to 20 in this. It's like blackjack, except there's the number's always the same. There's no like what, a jack can be a 1 or 11, or is that an ace? I can't remember. How did he get a 20 just like that? Well, this is tied now. Look at that. I got it too. Insane. That was way too much. Okay, whatever. It's no money anyway.
Something up? All right.
That's it, just Pazak. I do like Nar Shaddaa, but man, that planet, I always love to leave it for the end. But I also Ace, yeah, Ace. What did I say, Jack? Yeah, Nar Shaddaa's a cool planet. I want my lightsaber. It is really long, so I don't even know if I'll do it right now. That's the other thing.
Well, here we are. The Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
What's Nal Hutta?
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
That bad? I didn't think anything could compel you to bathe.
You spend all day thinking up that joke? Maybe you and Beodur should start a circus.
I fail to understand the reference, though I doubt your explanation would prove worthwhile.
Twisted Olives, have you played the Old Republic MMO? And if you have, what's your opinion on it? I hear a call on the thing. There's a lot of ex-soldiers on Nar Shaddaa. How hard would it be to find a Jedi here? How hard would it be to hide here?
Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
You sound like you've been here before.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
I never played that one. I played Star Wars Galaxies, but I was like a little kid. All I remember is having because I loved cloning animals, so that's what I would do. And that's what I did. Made pets. And that's all I remember. But man, it is the most roleplay centric game, I think, in MMOs. And nothing has ever captured that level of roleplay and community for me. Old Republic is whatever. Like, I'm not into it. It was very unfinished when it was released. Yeah. And I think now, if it came out now, there might be a community for it. Because I think COVID showed people want games with a lot of social stuff. Right? That's why VR chat is so popular. Yeah, Old Republic. Oof. Like, it's cool seeing the planets. Like, it was cool being on Nal Hutta, but whatever. How hard would it to be? What's the refugee sector?
Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
So there's a lot of ex-soldiers on Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah. Some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers. So others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy.
How hard would it be to find a Jedi here?
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there.
Okay. How hard will it be to hide here? I think I said that already.
Shouldn't be too hard. We're going to touch down.
Then... Do I have to? I can't back out now, I think.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's going to find us here.
You know, maybe... If I do include MMOs, World of Warcraft will probably be up there. From vanilla to Wrath of the Lich King was amazing. If I don't, then man, I figure these are all like all the bounty hunters who want to come after you in this game. And once you touch on the moon, they're like, "Oh, we're coming after you."
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While he walks upon the smuggler's moon, he is not to be harmed. You may watch him, observe his movements, but nothing more.
Why must we watch? We have hunted them so long. Now we must wait.
You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Goto's head is filled with madness. Slug family hunt the galaxy. Look for Jedi. Jedi finally comes here, and we can no longer hunt. There's no sense to it. If you wish to live, you should respect Goto's wishes. The handsome Jedi has run for years. He will not stay on this moon forever. Let the Zugs defy Goto, and after I've collected their bounty, I'll keep their heads as trophies. You best leave threats unspoken, Hanhar. You are carried far from world of trees, maybe too far. I hear you not even collect life debt from little red-maned human female. She makes a fool of you twice. She had crushed Zugs, she would be very dead now. She had crossed Zugs. Go to her or not, I will carve a bloody swath to your entire family, Zug. I swear it to you.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
It would be unwise to advance here. Goto's orders were clear. Was clear. We are not to harm the handsome Jedi while he walks in Nar Shaddaa. Unless we are attacked first, we are permitted to defend ourselves.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Self-destructive. This Jedi is different. There's darkness in him. Leave the Jedi alone. It is true. Said nothing of the Jedi's companions. Look at that. God, this game is so good.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Are we going to be okay on this landing pad?
Sure. Most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think.
Cataclysm was the first time I unsubbed. Yeah. But I loved it early on when it was really hard, because I remember heroic dungeons were very hard. I was a hunter for... It's still my main. If I go back to WoW, I'm still going to play a hunter. But I remember having to actually trap dance and and have the dungeon tier armor so I can have the trap cooldown reduced by like 3-4 seconds, and that was my favorite. And so many people hated how you had to like actually be slower and crowd control and polymorph regularly or trap stuff regularly. I loved it. It was my favorite. Those were my favorite time for dungeons. For raids, it was World of Warcraft. That's when I started to raid regularly in Burning Crusade. Karazhan was amazing. All right. And I did like I did the Black Temple. I did Turboshrine Cavern. But Karazhan was always fun. But Lich King is when I started doing regularly, and I started doing hardcore modes. And yeah, and Ulduar raid is one of the best raids they ever made, and they never I still think it's the best one they've done. But so was Ice Crown was cool too. Like I never got to do Lich King though, because by then I wasn't raiding regularly anymore. Cataclysm though, I stopped like within 6 months or whatever, something like that, close to it. The Ebon Hawk looks a little exposed.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
Are we going to be okay on this landing pad? No, any problems with the docking authorities?
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
So this is a refugee sector?
Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad.
Then let's move on.
All right, then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
I'm looking for a place to lay low. I wouldn't mind getting some new equipment. I want to find out more about this bounty on Jedi. If Zezkael is here, I want to find him.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
I wouldn't mind getting some new equipment.
There should be a central trading hub up ahead. Their stock's probably not the best, but they may have some things worthwhile.
I want to find out more about this bounty on Jedi.
Well, that means finding either a bounty hunter, a ranking member of the Exchange, or someone willing to talk, none of which are too appealing. Bounty hunters in the Exchange are going to want to shoot you, and someone who is willing to talk to anyone, which means trouble.
The bounty is a waste of our efforts. All that matters is the Jedi. The intentions of the thugs of this moon are of no consequence.
This bounty poses a threat to him. We do not need two beasts at our back when the Sith are enough.
If you are so certain of your path, then do what you will, servant of Atris. It makes no difference.
It's up to you. There's bound to be someone in the sector willing to spill their guts for a credit or two.
Let's see where our path takes us.
All right, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
Junk? You're lucky my ship's gracing your trash heap. It's a landing pad. Ships land on it. The Exchange told me I could land here.
Yeah? Well, it's the first I've heard of it. Tell you what, let me check it out. If you're cleared, then you're clear. No trouble.
Check it out. I'm sure the Exchange delayed me from making my drop. The Exchange also told me if you gave me any trouble, I could kill you.
Well, don't let me hold you up then. I gotta tell you though, I got another one of your ships docking here within an hour. I'm not sure what to tell them.
That's just his hat. You know, he's in the poor part of town, so maybe he's just like Watto, right? Watto wasn't doing well. I don't think he was doing well. Diverted to another landing pad. I'm sure you'll think. Let them burn their engines until we left. Then we can land. Okay, I have to have Kreia. She's too good of a character to not have. Faker or Olive, if you want to pick, because I want to keep. Kreia has something to say about everything. I mean, so do a lot of others, but she's just so good to have with you all the time. Not even just mechanically. Mechanically, she's great because she's a Jedi, right? She has powers, but just the dialogue. She's kind of cool too. I mean, they're all good. They're just all good. You know what? I'll take her. When you're in the planets, you can actually change your characters out quickly, which is is what matters. But if you know anyone who's on that I should raid, that'd be cool. Because I'm not going to do this planet now. It's going to take like 4 hours. You know what? I'm going to just put okay. She's going to level up again anyway. And Olive, you know, thanks for stopping by. Feel free to follow. Or, you know, whatever. I'm probably going to play this tomorrow, even earlier. Like at 6 o'clock. Right? Tuesday? Do I have a... I don't have a game Tuesday. So, I do want to stream it longer. I love this game. Attributes. Strength. Intelligence. She has very low intelligence. Adds to blasters. I gotta work tomorrow night. Night shift isn't... Oh man, that's rough. I mean, thanks for stopping by here though. You know, it's always fun to talk Star Wars and RPGs. They said she's good for melee combat. You know what? I'm gonna save her for later. I don't remember how I used to level her up all the time. Okay. Let me find someone to raid, because I have people here and I don't know who. Do either of you have a suggestion? Cyberpunk, RPGs, D&D. If you intend to convert her, always melee. Melee, yeah. There's that, right? Oh yeah, so Faker, you can make everyone into a Jedi. She requires followers to talk, so no. So someone with less views. I usually like to pick someone with no viewers. Because, yeah. Oh, you know what? Is anyone doing Star Wars? Most of them, Wiki and the droid camp. Yeah. So I usually like put dexterity up for them. Old Republic. Let's go. Nope. Star Wars. KOTOR 1. Nobody. 2 people. That's me. I'll put this person. Are you speaking English? Yeah, let's go with him. /raid. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'm probably going to go for 4 hours tomorrow because I want to do that whole planet and really explore stuff. But yeah. It's a great game. Everyone should play it. And see you.